Hey, it's Wolfy-Chan, and I am back with another episode 3 review of Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card. So, this one is Sakura's Heavy Rain Alert. It's very interesting because, as a fun fact, spoilers, she captures 2 cards this episode instead of 1. So, we kind of a little bit recap with Shaoran that she captured a card in her room, and I believe what's happening is that he's thinking she's not safe anymore. There's no place that she can naturally go and be away from the cards. That was kind of the thing with the 2 previous kind of sets of cards, is that they weren't inside her room. They were out and about. They weren't really that bad. So my hypotenuse, yep, that's a good one. My theory is that these cards are more forceful and more dangerous than the previous cards before, which is really kind of messed up. So the first one is that kind of like it's starting to rain, and they're like, oh no, we don't have our umbrella. And it slowly pours more and more and more. So when Sakura goes out with Tomo, and they're both walking home from school, it's like really bad. So they go under a gazebo, and they're like, God, it seems like a waterfall. Haha, it is. Um, so she's like, it feels like a card. Pulls out the necklace, finds out it is a card. And so from then on, she gets changed into the costume that Tomo has, because she's always has one, and starts recording her. And so she uses Gale for the first time, and then she uses Siege to capture what the card becomes Aqua, water one, which it's like a water bird. I like how it is. It's very beautiful. And she captures that. So then she's like, this is really weird. I think, she goes home and comes back or something like that. Or she has an after school club that she goes to. Because after that, she then goes into cheerleading. Because she then talks to Shaoran about, like, hey, Shaoran, this happened. Well, as long as you're safe, I'm glad. So then what happens is it's the next day or so, and she's at cheerleading practice. She's really awesome, Teacher's like, we have some veterans. Oh, yes. She's been doing cheerleading since elementary school. Of course, she's good. So, from then on, um, she's like, okay, it's time to go. And then everybody disappears. Everybody. And it's very, very strange. She's like, everybody just, what happened? This must be a card. Pulls out her little key and sees that it is. So she uses Gale, and whatever it is reflects Gale back. Um, and so she keeps trying with Gale, putting a bit more magic into it. And she's like, maybe I need more magic. So she then uses Aqua, first time, to then find this thing, then captures it, and it turns into reflect, or reflect. There you go. I don't know why reflect wasn't there. But it's now the card reflect. So now she has 2 cards, and then she's wet. Shaoran comes over and is like, are you okay? She's like, yeah, I got another card, and he then basically goes, okay, well, as long as you're okay. So then what happens is, she goes home to then get dressed, because she's now covered in water and all that stuff, and to clean herself up. And then you hear her dad again, and I love whoever the voice actor is who is the father. Love him. Great voice. Also, for Aqua, or it's either yeah, I think it might be Aqua, and she goes and she's like, I need to make dinner for my brother, and stuff like that. And so we do go flash to Sakura's brother and the guy who inhabits UA. And so Sakura sends some text message about another card, and he's like, I don't quite understand, but I have a feeling I should know. And of course, like Yui's probably like, another card, nuggets. But her brother is like, you both wear your feelings on your, you know, on your face. So I can tell that something's up. And I hope, and I believe he's the one that unlocked UA so that um, the host body isn't as tired and just meh. Which is really cool of him. I think that's what he did. I can't remember. But he then goes over and says, like, I wish I could help. This doesn't seem right that my sister has to go through, some stuff and I can't help. So he knows that something is going on, but he doesn't quite know. Just like the guy who's the host for UA doesn't quite know that UA is in him, but he knows that something's up. Um, which I understand, like don't tell your family because they might like it's too dangerous for a little kid like you to be doing this. But she's kind of the only one that can. So it is very, very interesting. And so we get that little moment that he really wishes he could help, or maybe help more. And there is a part in the manga that like he found a card, and even he was like, "You're not my real mom," and it turned into a card. I think after Sakura did the thing with it. But in the manga, he knew that stuff like this was happening. He knew. So it only makes sense that in like the anime he knows that something's going up and he wants to help but he doesn't know how. And like as a big brother, like how do you ask your little sister like, let me help you? But so far this series is beautiful and it's wonderful and the cards and all this stuff is awesome. I didn't know how quickly she was actually going to start using the cards, but I'm glad that she's using them and is like figuring it out. Like it's awesome. As a minor detail at the end of the episode, and when I mean minor, I mean she's like about to go to the bath. All of a sudden, um, she has another vision of this sorcerer, this other person, and she gets dragged all the way up to face them, and she makes the realization that they are the same height. Um, so this one is just a spitballing theory, like just like it's really weird, but I have a feeling like there's a reason why Cloud's reincarnation isn't talking to her yet. There's a reason why he's doing that. There has to be, right? So what if he all of a sudden knows that there was either another like a dimensional rip, or there's some sort of time traveler, and it's I know this sounds weird, but if it's dimensional, it's another Sakura from another dimension, which would make a bit more sense. A little bit. But then it would go to like, why is it coming to this world then? More likely, like, if it's another one and magic there flows really red hot, and she's like, she can't live in that world anymore, because she's releasing too much of her magic, which is harming more people than it is helping. So she took her cards and her into this world, hoping that because it's less, that it could really work better. And so that's why she's in a coat, because she knows that it's not right for her to be in this dimension. Because we see a lot of imagery that whoever the sorcerer is seems to be around Sakura constantly. Around or sees her constantly, as well as constantly, I'm going to say constantly a lot in this end, is in her dreams. And what's a better connection than yourself? But it also could be like from the future or something. But I feel like she would grow. I don't know, guys. It's so weird how they're connecting yet not connecting. Um, and why they're the same height. So they, I mean, like, I guess another thing is they could be the same age. Like, what if they're the same age and that's why they're the same height? And it's just another magician coming in or something like that. So it's really interesting. So if you like this video, leave a like. Leave it in the comment section below. What do you think so far of the series and or the cards? I really like Aqua. It's so different than the watery, but it's so different than the other cards because the cards were more anthropomorphic, like more humanoid, than these ones. These are more animalistic. I'm slowly finding out. So it's really cool. And definitely don't forget to subscribe. I do try my best to upload videos from Monday to Friday as much of the time. And if you want to follow me on Twitter or Facebook, the links are down below. And I hope that you've been having a really wonderful day. Wolfy-Chan out. Bye.